Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Divine Truth Tarot. I'm here to do a check-in for the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine Collective, the Twin Flame Collective. As you guys know, there's a lot going on in the world right now, and with that being said, there's a lot of fear energy, chaos and upheaval energy. This is all happening according to divine plan. So if you're in that fear mode, or if you're surrounded by fear, I want you guys to practice going within every single day. Meditation is key and essential right now, not only for your emotional and mental health, but for your physical health. Because as you know, as light workers, as starseeds, as way showers, your physical health will deteriorate. Physical health will deteriorate according to your mental health and emotional health. So what we want to do is take all the proper precautions, but use this time of isolation and social distancing to really prepare yourself for what's to come. We signed up for this. We've been preparing for this for lifetimes. We are ready for this. This is it. It's happening. The world is changing. This is an unprecedented time in human history and humanity and our evolution. We have never seen something or felt something quite like what's going on right now. And I'm sure you can attest to that, especially when you're out in public. You've never quite felt the energies that are circulating right now. We're being asked as light workers to hold down the planet, to hold it down for humanity, which means staying in your present power, understanding that the present moment is all we have. Don't watch the news 24/7. Do not hoard toilet paper. For the love of God, don't hoard toilet paper, okay? Be kind. Check on your elderly neighbors. Make sure your family's okay and your loved ones, and stay present and calm. Now more than ever, the world needs our energy. This is it. This is what we signed up for. This is what we're here to do. It's happening. It's finally happening. It's here. We didn't know it was going to happen this quickly, did we? We didn't know that, but here it is. So I'm going to check in with the Divine Masculine first, and then we're going to check in with the Divine Feminine. Then we're going to check in on what's going on with the journey with the two. I've gone ahead and pre-selected a few cards, and I'm starting with the Louise Hay How to Love Yourself card. This card, I chose this randomly. I shuffled this. This card could not be more fitting for what we're going through right now. Divine right action is guiding me every moment of the day. I know that whatever the outcome is, it is perfect for me and everyone concerned. I trust and know that all is well in my world. I trust and know that all is well in my world. Divine right action is guiding me every moment of every day. I know that whatever the outcome it is perfect for me and everyone concerned. Everything is just as it's supposed to be right now. I cannot stress that enough. Stay in your power, Divine Feminines. You are the spiritual leaders of the connection. You're the spiritual leaders of the planet. And we know that I'm just referring to energies. This can be a same-sex couple. A man can be Divine Feminine. A female can be Divine Masculine. You can swap energies. These are energies that I'm referring to. If the energies happen to embody a physical counterpart, all the better, all the more exciting, right? So we're going to start with the masculines. I have chosen a few cards for the masculines. I've got 2 king cards and a page. So what I want to explore first is the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So the King of Cups, as we know, is our emotional king. He's our emotional stability, okay? He's the king that comes in, rushing in with offers of love and devotion and loyalty. He is the one that, and a lot of Divine Feminines have seen their masculine in this energy of just utter devotion and love, only to withdraw and go cold the next day. So there's been a lot of in and out, hot and cold behavior, especially over the past several months, last year and even a little bit into this year. But a lot of feminines have cut off that energy and have put their foot down, setting up that proper boundary to teach the masculine a lesson from unconditional love, which says, I'm not putting up with this any longer. This in and out behavior, this hot and cold, this indecisiveness on your part no longer aligns with who I am. It no longer is serving our connection. And I don't want to keep on repeating the same cycles over and over and over and over again. I'm done. I'm just done. And I want to just let you guys know really quickly, because I just realized I forgot to let you know. Please like and share and comment on the video. It really helps my channel, and we are a growing channel here. When I get to 500 subscribers, I'm giving away a free reading, and also when I get to 1,000 subscribers. And if you'd like a reading with me or a personalized coaching session, I offer transformational true purpose coaching sessions. Please reach out to me at the email below. Thank you so much. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. So we've got the King of Cups energy. Let's talk a little bit about the King of Pentacles energy. Now, this is your stable king. This is the king that comes in having rectified the past. He's come in with apologies, right? He's already come in with the apologies, professions of love. But this king is sitting on a very stable throne. What I love about this king is he's confident in himself. He's created his own happiness and love. He's severed ties with karmic partners and karmic cycles. He's learned from his karma. He's learned his lessons from how he's hurt the feminine in the past. And what's really beautiful about this is he has something stable to offer her. So these are our masculines coming in with a stable offer. Now, what I will say is, what I'm strongly feeling from this card today, this is a pre-planning. This is planning. This is not action. This does not indicate action to me. This indicates a masculine who's thinking, right? He's pondering. See, he's pondering, he's thinking. He's looking up to the sky to see if you're there, feminine. Are you there? Will you be there when I get my shit together? Will you be there at the end of all of this? The world is in chaos. The world out here is in chaos. He's creating a safe haven and home for himself. What I'm also hearing is, if your masculine is involved in a marriage, especially particularly if there's children or a partnership of some sort and there's children, he's making sure that his children are going to be okay. He's making sure that his family is going to be okay. And I know this is triggering for a lot of females. It's been triggering for myself included. But we have to understand that more than likely that person that they're with could even be a soulmate of yours. And it could be that you all signed up for this prior to this incarnation. So that includes all the partners you've had up to this point, or maybe feminine, you're the one in a relationship. That this relationship that you're in had karmic lessons that your counterpart cannot teach you. So if your counterpart is still in a karmic situation, those karmic situations are going to fizzle out over the next several years. 2020 is seeing a major breakthrough and push already. So I expect and suspect that these relationships and these lessons are going to be learned much quicker than what we even suspected, what we could even ponder. So I want you guys to not focus on what's going on in the 3D world too much, because the 3D world right now is full of fear, chaos, and illusion, and that includes what's going on in your counterpart's world. Instead of focusing on the karmic connection, focus on the relationship that you want with your counterpart. Focus on that which you hope to bring to fruition and bring into your reality. Don't focus on that which you don't want, because you're going to continue to see more of that. That's just the law of attraction. Now, we also have the Page of Swords. And as you guys know, the page energy is boyish energy. It's immature, emotionally immature. It's indecisiveness. It's this hot and cold, in and out behavior. The swords to me indicates the mind, right? So he's having conflicts of the mind. He's having trouble still making decisions. This is why he's sitting here in this pentacle energy, right? He's embodying this energy, but he's not ready to take action. So what I'm seeing here is a masculine who wants to be this king for you. He's pondering, like, what would that look like? He's envisioning a life with his feminine. What would that actually look like? The day-to-day life, eating breakfast together, waking up together, cuddling in bed together, having pillow fights, watching movies. He's envisioning this life. He really wants to give you all of him. In fact, you already have all of him. Your heart is his and his heart is yours. And it's been so since the beginning of time. You incarnated together in your first lifetime. So you've never actually been apart, even though on the physical 3D realm, it definitely feels like that. But this masculine is really, he needs to make decisions. He needs to make them. He's been very indecisive up to this point, the masculine that I'm picking up in the collective today. And he needs to be decisive and make these decisions swiftly, using that sword, cutting things out. He needs to cut things out, and that includes karmic partners. That includes the past. That includes giving a shit about what other people think. You know, what is society going to say? What are my neighbors going to say? What about my coworkers? Am I the bad guy? They need to just stop. They need to get out of their heads. And that's what I'm seeing is a masculine who's really all up in his head. And yeah, and that's just not going to serve him any longer. Oh, I forgot. I have one more card here for the masculines. Sorry, guys. The Ten of Swords. So that's a card I used to clarify the Page of Swords. So what I see here is, again, another sword card. So 2 swords for the masculines. 10 indicates the end of a cycle. This is the end of a very mentally, even abusive, mentally tough cycle for the masculines where they've been depressed. I mean, things have been really tough for them. It's been a dark time. It's been trying for them. And they feel like they've been stabbed in the back by life. They feel like the universe is playing a cruel joke on them. This is how they've been feeling for many years, in fact. They feel trapped. This is a feeling of, I give up, I'm trapped. And in this kind of an energy, the masculine cannot take forward action to his feminine because he's not whole. And he'll just be siphoning her energy and expecting her to give it to him. So the masculines are taking time out to rest. This indicates rest in reprieve, getting up from the battle and starting a new cycle. And that is the new cycle that the masculine wants to take with his feminine. He doesn't want to start a new cycle with the karmic. It's impossible to start a new cycle with the karmic because you're just going to repeat the same cycles until you learn the damn lessons. And that's true for anyone. And I just saw 1111. So that's confirmation. Masculines, if you're out there, you cannot start a new cycle with the karmic partner. You're just going to repeat the past over and over again. You're going to keep yourself locked into that shitty timeline. You have the power to get yourself out, divine masculines. You have the power within, but you have to believe it. You cannot rely on your divine feminine. You cannot siphon her energy. You cannot go hot and cold and come in and out of her life anymore. It's not fair. It's not fair. And many feminines, if you haven't, I encourage you to put your foot down and set up proper boundaries, healthy boundaries, because it's not serving you or your connection or your divine masculine for you to continue to always be there. He needs to learn these lessons on his own. Okay, so let's go over to the divine feminine side and let's see what's happening for the divine feminines. What is the energy for the divine feminines right now? Oh, yes, she is. Girl, you are in the Queen of Wands energy, fiery, passionate. Your dreams and goals are on fire. So it's interesting. We've got 2 kings here, King of Cups, King of Pentacles for the masculine, and then we've got the Queen of Wands for the feminine. This is a very independent feminine. This is not a feminine that needs anybody else to fulfill her or to bring in the money. She can pay her own bills. She can take care of herself. This is a very freedom-loving and passionate feminine. And I'm also feeling like a lot of feminines, because they've walked away from the connection and because the masculine has been kind of not committing himself to her, the feminine has admirers. He has other male admirers. There may even be soulmates coming in for some of you. And it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to engage with these soulmates. But you definitely have admirers coming in, feminine, because of the energy that you're in, because of the power that you're exuding, this independence, this just really strong, powerful vibe. And men who have done their work, men who are, soulmates potentially, who you might have lessons to learn from yourself, are going to be coming in left and right. This to me indicates the past, 4 of Swords. This is a feminine who really feels like she needs to rest and reprieve. And I feel like feminines, you may be doing that right now. You may be resting and taking reprieve right now from your masculine, from life. A lot of us, if not everyone, is working from home right now, and people are really being called to go within. So this to me just really indicates you're exhausted. You're exhausted from the bullshit of the world, of the 3D world, of the fear. You're refusing to give in to the fear, and you're exhausted, frankly, by some of the actions of your masculine. This to me indicates a feminine who's really kind of had it. She's had it. She's exhausted. She's like, I'm done. If you're going to continue to plunge these swords into my heart and go in and out of my life and be indecisive about whether or not you want to be with me, then I'm walking away. This is a very fierce feminine. She's really not taking any shit. So the feminine, we have the Fool. So this indicates that the universe is taking you on a journey. You're beginning. The Fool is the 0 card of the major arcana, which indicates the beginning of the journey. So the feminine is starting a brand new cycle. I believe the Fool came out for the feminines in the last reading I did. So yeah, feminines, you're starting a new cycle. And to me, I'm hearing loud and clear, with or without my masculine. If he wants to come along, phenomenal. You would love to have him along. He's your divine counterpart. But if he's not up for the challenge yet, or he's not ready, you're moving on with your life. Now, I want to make this clear. This does not mean that you're giving up on your masculine or your connection. You can't give up on your twin flame connection. But what you are doing is you're putting yourself first, and you're realizing that if he's not ready at this current time, that you have to go out and live your life and achieve your goals and have ambitions. And some of you are going to be deciding to get into relationships with soulmates. There's lots of conflicting opinions out there about soulmates. You know, will it slow down my connection? I think that's a video for another day. I think that's a very individual decision that you want to make. A lot of feminines are very devoted to their connection, but again, if your counterpart is physically in another connection, you're single and you're free to do whatever you wish. So it's really up to you. But I do urge you first to make sure that you feel whole and that you're doing your healing and you're not distracting yourself with another relationship just because you're lonely or just because you want to be in a relationship. Find that wholeness and fullness within, and then go out and decide if you want to be in a relationship. And by that time, hopefully your masculine's ready for you and you can come together with the real love of your life. So we also have, so this is interesting, we've got 2 queens and 2 kings. We've got King of Cups, King of Pentacles for the masculines, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So we have both King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. This is where you're heading. I just heard this is where the connections are heading. And a lot of readers are getting 2020 to 2024 for permanent unions coming in. I'm actually seeing 2020 to 2022, excuse me. So I'm seeing a speed up of time. I'm seeing a shifting timelines really quick. And I'm seeing the twins really are needed to be together on this planet. Like, you have to understand also, for any of you that might be carrying guilt about breaking up a marriage, or if there's children, I don't want to be the bad guy, I don't want to hurt anybody else. You have to understand your counterpart is yours. You're married already in the spiritual realm. That's why they feel like home, because they are home to you. Your soul and their soul are meant to be together. You're always together in the 5D anyway. That's why you energetically feel each other. So it is in the best interest of all involved, of the whole world, for twin flames to come together when they're both healed. It absolutely is. It's in the highest and best interest of all involved, including the karmic partner, because then they're free to go find the true love of their life. Everyone deserves to find that. And your divine masculine is not their true love. This was a relationship built on codependency, financial codependency, emotional codependency, obligations, societal expectations, you know, religious and cultural expectations. This was not a marriage built on love, and especially not on unconditional love. So you have to understand that. So I just wanted to say that to clarify. Anybody who's feeling guilt, you have to understand that you're meant to be with your divine counterpart. So Queen of Pentacles energy. Queen of Pentacles, getting your finances in order, your career, making things happen, blowing shit up in 2020. That's what's going on. So the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles coming together and both being independent and coming together in that beautiful independence where they can be together without codependency in a very divine state of union, where they're not depending or reliant on the other to fulfill them or even to pay their bills, you know, like on a lot of these karmic relationships. In a lot of these karmic relationships, guys, the masculine is there strictly to pay the bills, and the feminine that he's with is bossy, argumentative. She's not with him because she's in love with him. She's with him because he brings her stability and she gets to buy nice things. I'm just going to say it. Does that make her a bad person? No. Does that make her a divine feminine? Absolutely not. So I got one more card for the divine feminine, the star. The masculine sees you as his star. You light up his world, and you light up the world in general, divine feminine. You are here to make a dent in history. You are here to change the way in which we look at feminine power. You're here to show the world that females are strong and powerful, and that intuition is a birthright, and it's one of the most powerful things on this planet. And you're here to show your divine masculine how to tune into his intuition, how to make decisions from his higher self. This is your higher self guiding the way. I'm going to shift over to the quantum oracle here. And we are going to, please clear, we're going to check in on the connection. Sorry it got a little noisy, guys. I really wanted to be outside. I wanted to go to the park, but you know, with all this quarantine and social distancing, I just felt it was best to just kind of hang out at home, at least for, you know, a couple weeks here. So hopefully I'll be back to nature soon, but this was as close to nature as I could get, my porch. So, all right, let's do one more shuffle, they're telling me, and then we're checking in with a connection. Commitment. Well, I like that card. So your masculine is thinking about committing to you. He's thinking about a lifetime commitment. I mean, for some, this could be marriage in the future, but again, I don't want to make promises. And honestly, a lot of twin flames don't feel like they need to be married. You know, they don't need that piece of paper. They know that they're already married and committed to each other in the 5D, in the spiritual realm. So marriage means different things to twin flames. And I know I myself am not set on marriage. I don't necessarily feel like that's meant for me in this lifetime, although I'm open to it. So I feel like a lot of twin flames feel the same way. You know, we're here to break down that notion and concept of marriage. And, you know, partnership is not supposed to be where you depend or rely on the other for your happiness. So we're here to shake that up. And that's uncomfortable for the world. People don't like it. All right, so let us. What's going on, please, guys? Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, what's going on right now in the connections? The connections are quiet at this time because we are going within. The cards are quiet. The connections are quiet because both divine masculine and divine feminine have been called to go within, to rest, to recuperate, to rejuvenate, because we're about to step into a brand new world. Yeah, so I see commitment and great achievement. So this to me is your mission. Great achievement is your mission. Commitment to the mission, commitment to each other, commitment to what you promised before you even incarnated into this lifetime together. And then we have the sacred temple. I actually feel this is for the masculines, the masculine energy. They're being called into the sacred temple of their own minds, of their own hearts right now, of their own soul. They're really going within, feminines. Give them the space and time. Don't text, don't call right now unless you're really feeling guided to from your heart, not from your ego. Give them the space and time that they need to discover the importance of this connection on their own. One thing I've learned in my connection is if you try to force anything, if you try to force them to leave the karmic partner, if you try to force them to make a decision, if you try to force them to see things before they're ready, all that's going to do is create stuck energy, create resistance, and it's going to create distance. It doesn't help at all. They have to see this on their own. You cannot do the healing for them. You cannot. The best way that you can speed up this process of coming back together or coming into permanent union is to work on yourself, is to shift the focus back to yourself. This does not mean that you're betraying or abandoning your masculine, even if you get involved with a soulmate. This does not mean that you're abandoning them. This does not mean that you don't love them or that, in some way you're cheating on them. You're not. If you're supposed to be with a soulmate, and if that soul contracted in to help you, that means they're also helping you reach your connection. They're going to teach you lessons that are going to help your connection and help your divine masculine ultimately. And they're probably a soulmate of your divine masculine, just like your masculine's partner may be one of your soulmates. We're being called to let go. We're letting go of the past. We're letting go of the old way of doing things, of the old outdated systems. This is on the collective as a whole, but in these unions as well. Feminines, I'm really hearing the call for you, and I said this in my previous video, to forgive, to let go of the past, to forgive. If you're holding on to resentment or grudges, if you're holding on to anger, if you're holding on to blame or shame, you need to let that go. Because what you're doing is you're holding on to the past and you're keeping your relationship stuck in the past. And it's like the wheel of fortune can't turn if you're literally like, you're holding on for dear life. I need you to let go. I need you to see that open door in front of you. But that door, you can't walk through that open door. Look, you cannot walk through this open door if you're stuck in the past, okay? Very, very important that you forgive your masculine. You know, do a heart chakra meditation, forgiveness meditation, Ho'oponopono, Hawaiian forgiveness prayer. Practice those things on the daily, not once. You need to do this multiple times in order to really and truly forgive yourself and your masculine for the ways in which both of you have acted. And let's face it, we all know that sometimes we're not pretty on this journey. So forgiving yourself is essential as well. What else is going on in these connections? You know, I'm going to try it this way. Is there a message from the divine masculine to the divine feminine? Does the divine masculine have a message for his divine feminine? We have fear in reverse. So what this tells me is the masculine is letting go of fear. The masculine is letting you know that he's no longer trapped in fear, and if he is, he's overcoming it. He's working on it. Family, friends, and guides. He's letting you know that he is listening to his intuition, that he is having spiritual insights and revelations, particularly in his dreams. He may be dreaming about you. There may be a female loved one who has crossed over, like I'm seeing mother, sister, grandmother, or great-grandmother. I'm also seeing, I'm seeing dream state. So this could just be also visualizations that he's having even in his waking state, because we have this blurring of the 3D and 5D, and we have these 3D time blips, you know, where it's like you're standing there and you're like, what timeline am I? Like, where am I? You know, it feels like, if you feel like you're walking in a dream state, welcome to the 5D. So the masculine's starting to experience the 5D in his 3D world. But he is relying on family, friends, and guides, only the ones he trusts, and he's relying on them to really open his third eye and to give him the insight that he needs to move forward into the next step of this connection. So what about feminine to the masculine? What would the feminine say to her masculine? And again, this is higher self, guys. These are higher selves. What would the feminine say to her masculine? She's taking steps. She's taking steps. She's letting him know that she's taking steps forward to heal herself. But she's also letting him know, this is not a warning, divine masculines. Your feminine is letting you know that she's moving ahead with her life. These are her intentions, that she's moving ahead with her life. She wants you in her life. She absolutely wants you there. She sees the big picture with you in her life. But she knows in order to achieve that, she has to move herself forward. She has to independently move herself forward. And she knows that when you're ready, that you'll join her. So I think we're going to end the reading today. We're going to end the reading with the Divine Animals Oracle. Clear? So we're going to get some animal messages. Animal messages. What do the animals have to say today to the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine? What animal is the Divine Feminine embodying right now? What animal is the Divine Feminine embodying? Thank you, Spirit. The raven. News. Interesting. The raven. I always think of Edgar Allan Poe. That was the raven, right? Yeah, the raven. I want to look in the book actually for this. So 23 might be significant. It's the number 23, which reduces to 5. Let's see. Keep your senses about you. This is so interesting. Feminine, yeah, we're holding it down for the world. News or significant announcement is coming. Do not believe everything you hear. Gather information and guidance before making decisions. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Raven magic is trance-like and news gathering. Ravens here are used as magical messengers going between the worlds, gathering guidance and information. If we think about Odin's process of sending his thoughts and memory out into the worlds, then we can see the essence of the shamanic art of sending oneself out to other realms for guidance or healing. Raven energy is useful in divination of all kinds and shamanic astral travel. What did I just say? We were just talking about, the the blur, the line between the 3D and the 5D. The feminine is really walking in the 5D. She's walking in between worlds. She's walking into the 4D and 5D, and she's bringing that information back into the 3D. So you're bringing news into the 3D, but you're bringing a different kind of a news. You're combating, you know, the fear that's in the news, and you're bringing this essential knowledge. I'm also seeing dark to light. So you're helping the planet shift from darkness to light. You're helping the planet step into, you know, this new world, this new paradigm that we're creating, this new way of being. Feminines, you are the leaders, and you're making sure that those you love know and understand there's nothing to fear. Everything is under control. There's nothing to fear. This is exactly where we're supposed to be. This is exactly what we're supposed to be doing. This is part of our mission. We're going to see a lot more divine feminines coming together in gatherings like in times past. We're going to see a lot of celebrations, a lot of, particularly with the moon cycles. We're going to see a lot more of that happening around the world. We're going to see a lot of people go back to, you know, campfire talks and nature and grounding. Because this slowing down that's happening right now is happening for a divine reason and purpose. And it's happening to slow the world down so people can go inside and go within and really understand their own soul. And this is going to continue way past this scare and epidemic. It's going to continue well on. I mean, there's basically no turning back at this point. We can't go back to the way things were, and we're not supposed to go back to the way things were. There's a reason why this happened. We could not sustain ourselves at the rate in which we were going. We were going and moving too fast, thinking too fast, acting too fast, relationships, you know, everything was happening and it was completely out of whack. And, you know, things that no longer align with your soul, jobs and relationships and friendships and family members, belief systems, those have to go away now. You have to align to your soul, or you're going to have tower moment after tower moment. Your world is going to come crashing down. So it's basically either let go or be dragged. It's up to you. So let's take a look at what energy the divine masculine is embodying. So this one came out kind of sideways. So I'm going to take this one for the masculines. Orca, song lines. I believe this came up in the last reading for the masculine. So the masculines are sending their feminines messages through song. If a song pops into your head when you wake up or throughout the day and you think, where did that come from? That's a song and a message from your masculine, from his higher self. This is 5D communication, guys. So your masculine is absolutely letting you know how he truly feels beyond the veil and the illusion of the 3D, beyond the ego, right? Beyond any stubbornness that's going out, hot and cold, in and out, you know, distance, physical distance or separation. He's letting you know through songs. So what animal is guiding the twin flame connections? What animal is guiding the twin flame connections? Thank you. Lots of cards. We've got two animals right now guiding the connections. Cycles. So your relationship with your counterpart, your connection is going through a cycle. I want you to know that if you're in separation, this is a cycle, and all cycles have to end. This is just a cycle that you're going through. Understand, you know, just like the seasons, just like time, just like seasons of life. I'm hearing, my guides are telling me, just like seasons of life, everything has to change. Everything will fluctuate. Nothing will stay the same forever and ever. So your relationship is going through, it's the cleansing of an old cycle because those old cycles were no longer working. A lot of feminines were giving, and the masculines were taking. And this was energetically, they didn't mean to. They didn't mean to hurt you. They didn't mean to take. It's just the energy that they were in. They were in very toxic energy, and some of them still are in very toxic energy, especially if they're connected to karmic cycles, or if they haven't let go of that which needs to be let go of. If they haven't let go of codependency, workaholism, any sort of addiction, karmic partners, you know, if they haven't let go of things that aren't aligning with their soul, they're going to hurt you. And they don't mean to, but they still are, and it still counts. So your relationship, your connection is currently going through a cycle, and many twin flames right now are in separation, as we need to be at this particular moment in time. Embrace this time. And then we have reliability, goat. So this is your masculine coming through strongly, saying, I can be relied upon. I am your masculine. I am your divine counterpart, and I am becoming reliable. I am becoming that person that you need me to be. I'm becoming strong and tall. I'm learning my own worth. I'm beginning to stand in my own power, and I'm realizing that my presence is needed here on earth. I'm also seeing a lot of individuality here, a lot of individuality, which tells me that the masculines are realizing how amazing, special, unique, and strong they are as a soul. This is really soul growth. I just see so much soul growth. Goats are really incredible. Have you guys heard of mountain goats? When I was in Greece, these mountain goats can literally climb the side of a mountain. They're incredible. Their resiliency and reliability. I mean, think about it. The reliability that their hooves have, to keep them safe, to keep them from falling. They're really incredible beings. They're gentle. They're calm. So your masculine's letting you know that he's growing into this. He's growing into this. And, sorry, I just got something in my eye. I just want to see if there's anything else that I'm supposed to be pulling right now. I was going to go with the Divine Feminine cards, but I'm actually going to just pull one more card. Don't hold me to that. One more card from the Native Spirit Oracle deck by Denise. I got something in my eye. Okay. Can we have a card, please, for our beloved Divine Masculines? Don't forget to like, guys. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please show the channel some love. Please share this video. All of these things organically help the channel to grow, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do here, is to grow the channel, to grow the community, to let people know that they're not alone, to give people a sense of peace on this journey. All right. I'm going to spread the cards out and pick them because these cards are really sticky. They're sticky. All right, Divine Masculine, thank you. Divine Feminine, please. Thank you. Connection. All right, so let's see what we have here. We have the talking stick for the Divine Masculine. So this is, these have Native American influences, these cards. So we have the talking stick for the masculine. Speak your truth. Communicate from the heart and share your reality without hesitation. It's a time to heal through communication. You have the gift of a true leader, Divine Masculine, through the way you communicate with others. This is all about the masculine speaking his truth. I'm actually seeing the image of, in the Native American dances, there's a lot of like pounding, like heart resonating with the heart. So I'm really feeling that resonance with the heart. I'm really feeling that deeply. Like the masculine may be belting himself out. Like I see him going out in nature, if possible, and just like belting out a cry or belting out a scream and saying like, where are you, God? And trying to connect with his ancestors and trying to connect with nature and the land. So I'm seeing that really strongly coming through for the masculines. So for the feminines, we have the Spirit of Earth. Prosperity is blossoming. We talked about this with the feminine focusing on her career and her life path and her individual mission. Prosperity is blossoming in all areas of your life. You are strong and grounded. Who you are is enough, just as you are. Tend to your health, detoxify your body. Understand how to use your body's physiology. Pay attention to how your body feels and respond accordingly. Create a home in your soul. Be present and cherish the here and the now. Exactly in alignment with everything we've talked about in the reading. And then we have the Spirit Keeper of the East. This is for the connection. New beginnings. I love this. A fresh cycle is occurring. Wipe the slate clean. It's now time to release the old and start again. No matter what has happened in the past, it does not need to repeat in the future. Stand and be still. Breathe and center yourself. Then slowly turn in a circle. Close your eyes and feel the energy of each direction. North, east, south, west. There's a difference in the feeling in each direction. Stand facing east as the sun rises to sense the unique energy and power of that direction. Wow, new beginnings, the masculine speaking his truth, the feminine really standing in her power, and a new beginning for the connection. So we're going to end on that note because I can't imagine anything more aligned, in alignment, or more beautiful for my beautiful twin flames. I hope that this reading resonates. I hope this gives you a sense of peace and a sense of clarity and calmness with everything that's going on out there. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Take care of your beloved. Guys, the masculines, more than anything, are asking for your forgiveness, and they're asking for your time and patience. So if you could please send your masculines, please send your beloveds lots of love right now because they need it. Have a beautiful day, guys. And if you'd like to work with me, if you'd like a one-on-one individualized reading, or if you'd like a true purpose coaching session, please reach out to me at the email below. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon.